So here we're going to just revise over how to multiply tens and hundreds by single digits. So we'll start with 30 times 8. So in order to do this mentally, we need to apply our times table knowledge. Okay, if we know our times tables up to 12 times 12, which is the expectation by the end of year 4, then this is really straightforward for us. So there's two ways we can look at this. Here I have 30 times 8. So if I know 3 times 8, I can work out 30 times 8. Because here I have 3 times 8, I know is 24. Now 30 times 8 is 3 tens times 8. Well, 3 tens times 8 would give me 24 tens. 24 tens is equal to 240. So 30 times 8 is 240. And you can see here how where my 30 is 10 times bigger than my 3, my 240 is 10 times bigger than my 24. So let's look at that for 60 times 2. I'm just going to bring 60 times 2 over to here to give myself a bit more space. So if I know 6 times 2, I can do 60 times 2. I know 6 times 2 is 12. So here I have for 60 times 2, 6 tens multiplied by 2. So 6 times 2 is 12, so this is going to give me 12 tens. Now I know 12 tens are 120, so 60 times 2 is 120. And once again we can see here our 60 is 10 times bigger than our 6, so our 120 is 10 times bigger than our 12. Now we can apply a similar skill to multiplying a hundreds by a single digit. Now I'm sure already, based on these first ones, some of you are already fairly confident and can probably predict what our answers are going to be to these mentally. So once again, if I know my times table, so if I know 4 times 7, I know 400 times 7. So 4 times 7 is 28. So here I have 400s times 7, which gives me 28 hundredths. Now 28 hundredths is 2,800. So 400 times 7 is 2,800. Now if we compare this to when we're multiplying a tens number, and we look at comparing multiplying a hundreds number, this time 400 is 100 times bigger than 4. And my answer here, 2,800, is 100 times bigger than 28. So I'm applying my skills of my times tables to solve these problems, and my understanding of increasing something by 10 times more or by 100 times more. And that's just taking us back to place value. That's just taking us right back to place value. So let's look at 300 times 3. So I know 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So here I have 300s times 3, and that gives me 9 hundredths. So 9 hundredths is 900, which means 300 times 3 is 900. And once again, we can see here 300 is 100 times bigger than 3. And we can see that 900 is 100 times bigger than 9. And we're making those links again. So we need to be aware when we're multiplying by tens or multiplying by hundreds with a single digit, we can apply our knowledge of our times tables to solve these problems. So that's where we need to be very, very confident with our times tables. Once we are, which we should be by the end of year 4, this is really, really straightforward for us to solve.